Hey, it's Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we have another new artist alert for the channel. Yes, we're headed all the way back to 2008 to listen to Gravest Show on Earth, Blackball, and Money, It's Pure Evil by American progressive metal band Bigelf. And this one comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, Dale. So thank you so much, Dale, for all your support and for once again introducing me to a new band. Sounds like a really interesting mix of kind of lush Beatles-style music and more metal sound, so let's see what's in store. And these are tracks 1 through 3 from Cheat the Gallows, their third studio album. Gravest Show on Earth appears to be about the power, impact, and enticement of music itself. Blackball is a scathing critique of the commercial music industry and the practice of record executives deliberately excluding artists from success. The two songs are connected seamlessly, so I'll play them as one, straight through. Let's go.
did I get so excited? Run beneath the rails. Broken pieces, faulty pieces.
So compact.
Mister, can't you help me up? I'm feeling awfully sick. Not too much and not enough. Too slow and yet too quick.
Let me introduce you as the lights burn in the stands. Let me come inside you. Come on and be the band.
Good evening! On the show with Purpose Diablo. What's on his mind? No one ever seems to know. And to the right of me, Sir Oliver Lefty. I can tell you, he's been drinking heavily. Let's not forget good old Climby the Paw. Exiled in the seas of the great white north. And behind them is Sergeant Major 710. He's lost his roots again.
Let me introduce you. Won't you give them all a hand? Let me suicide you. Come on and be the band. 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 You think you've paid some dues? Well, not quite like me. I made it back from being cast out at sea. Well, it's not fair. After all this time, with all I've been through throughout my life. Well, it's not fair. After all this time, with all I've been through throughout my life. You've got gold records on the wall, and you gave me that blackball. You gave me the blackball. You tried to tie me up and leave me for dead. Just like Houdini, I escaped it instead. Well, it's not fair. After all this time, with all I've been through throughout my life. Well, it's not fair. After all this time, with all I've been through throughout my life. Oh yeah, don't need a haircut call. Just give me the blackball. You gave 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 me the blackball. Whoa. Oh yeah. When the motor stops, I tell myself to keep going.
Wow.
When the motor stops, I tell myself to keep going.
Love the change in vocals.
Stops, I wanna tell myself to keep going. When the motor stops, I tell myself to keep going. When the motor stops, I tell myself to keep going. on rolling. When the road is blocked, to push on, just keep rolling.
Little Steve Miller Band vibes here.
Yeah, I keep rolling. I keep rolling. I keep rolling. I keep rolling.
Wow, what did I just hear? That was insane. The energy just through the roof and beyond. I felt like, something I've never heard before, both songs, but then it sounded like many things as well. I got several references. What an insane ride. We'll start with Gravest Show on Earth. I love that we got the circus vibes throughout the song coming in and out to match the subject matter, of course. So cool. It was so theatrical, so majestic right from the start. It had a throwback rock feel for sure. This did not sound like the time that it was created, in my opinion. Way throwback. Loved it, of course, for that reason alone. So many awesome moments and choices here. What do they call it? Everything but the kitchen sink, or everything including the kitchen sink, whatever the phrase is. That abstract kind of crowd noise, of course, fit perfect for the theme of the song. There was that cool blender sound moment surrounding my head. If you know the song, you know what I'm talking about. That was a very cool artistic choice as well. Just huge sound, huge energy all over the place. They really just kind of punch you in the ears, in the face, and the soul with their music, at least these two. Lead singer Damon Fox, his vocals sounding very stylized. Let's see if they stay that way. They did change up later on and in the second song, so of course I love versatile vocalists who change things up to tailor fit the song. Oh, and this one definitely needs a music video if it doesn't have one already. I mean, endless possibilities. I was envisioning so much. Like I said, all these things being thrown at me sonically. So, of course, plenty of visuals, almost endless visuals in the storytelling that they can do, or maybe they already did it with a music video. Definitely getting some Queen vibes naturally. They went theatrical, they went rock. The combination of the two in certain songs, many songs. So, of course, that's going to be a natural reference for me. Another great moment when everything quieted down. I mentioned it sounded so compact. Again, a circus melody, very soft, almost soothing. These distant telephone style vocals. That was a great moment. Overall, I'd call this song a grand, theatrical, dark circus presentation. Really great stuff. And then, of course, a perfect transition into Blackball. I love that it kept, of course, similar themes as the first song, at least in the beginning. For sure, Damon's voice does not sound from 2008. So not only was the music way throwback, but the vocals throwback as well. He sounded like from the 70s, 80s. I was getting huge vibes. And of course, I'm going to love that. Of course, that 2-chord possession section, we'll call it. I think it was the chorus. Quite eerie. Dun, dun, dun. dun, dun, whatever it was. Wow, so creative. What a journey this one was. Yeah, and there was so much anger in that chorus. Wow, slightly terrifying vibes throughout. You know, they were really portraying the anger that they must have felt. I'm assuming this is a true story about their record companies. Wow, really translated perfectly here, strongly here. But like the first song, this one's still very theatrical. I was really curious as I was hearing it, you know, who their inspirations were. I would love to see a list because, again, I was getting all kinds of different artists as references in my mind. And then, of course, a huge moment around the 40% mark, that change up where it went. I was in heaven, and it just stayed there for a long time. Wow, great section. So many great grooves in that extended section. I love the smooth organ that we were getting. Other keys doing kind of these splashy chords. I'm pretty sure they were keys. Sounded a bit guitarish, but the tones of all those instruments, divine. Again, it had the 70s written all over it in that section. Wow, what a journey, what a ride. And I can't forget all those amazing horns that we were hearing. Heard some saxophone, I'm pretty sure. That even gave it a big band feel at times. Kind of a big band metal new genre. I don't know, but just reminded me of that. You know, blasts of horns and brass. Incredible stuff. Shocking. I did not expect so much. Again, what a 2-song ride. That whole second half of the second song must be insane to hear in the live setting. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so what an introduction to this band. Wow. Of course, curious what other vibes they have, but 2 great songs here. I'll give Gravest Show on Earth 5 super shiny golden records, an A+. And Blackball, of course, the Epic Platinum Record Award, both by Bigelf, 2008. All right, we'll end with Money, It's Pure Evil. Let's see if that one continues the sonic tradition of the first 2 songs. This one explores the corrupting influence of money and power, highlighting its negative consequences, including damaging relationships and changing people for the worse. Will it be another angry song? Let's find out. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention, I heard some strings, and I think at least the first song, so much was happening. I was so overwhelmed that I actually missed a lot of it, but I did hear them. Wow, those were great as well.
Nothing is good. It always turns bad. Nothing is understood. And nothing to understand.
More experimentation.
You think that you're right. You're probably wrong. There's no reason to fight.
Tiniest piano ever.
Can't get along.
With money, it's pure evil. It changes people. Everyone's false, and no one is real. Now there's a cause to make a big deal. Don't know who's your friends, yeah, don't know who's your foe. Oh, I hope this is the end now. You know I've got to let go of money. It's pure evil. It changes people. It's your best friend until it leads you to the bitter end.
Wow. Very different, very strong. Some great references. I'll talk about that. I don't think they gave me that last piano note way up high at the scale. But wow, what a song. Again, between the first two compared to this one, showing their great range already. Yeah, this one was so much shorter than the other two. At just over 3 minutes. It really flew by, but they jam-packed it with musical goodness. Okay, so I'm definitely hearing a huge Beatles influence in this one sonically, melodically. I asked earlier what their influences are. Beatles had to be an influence. Wow. Again, a new vibe here. Kind of throwback, 60s, 70s, but still a bit modern. I don't think I heard metal, so wow, quite the diverse band. I have a feeling they have other styles as well. I was surprised that I was getting positive vibes, feel-good vibes in that chorus. Pretty interesting, you know, when you take into consideration the darker, negative, lyrical subject matter about money basically being pure evil. So you always know that I always love that contrast. Awesome piano work, of course. I'm always going to love that. But I also loved the great electric guitar work, especially in the second half by Ace Mark. Great stuff. It really elevated the song, took it to a powerful place, and I started getting a slight Pink Floyd vibes between the guitars and those strings way in the back, doing their thing, swelling up and down. Wow, another perfect reference. I mean, Beatles, Pink Floyd, can't get much better than that. Unfortunately, Wiki doesn't tell me if there were any singles from this album. I suspect if there were, maybe this one is a single, because it was short, very powerful, catchy, memorable, strong. It's definitely worthy of the Epic Platinum Record Award. Yes, for Money, It's Pure Evil by Bigelf, 2008. And thank you so much for these three really strong, kind of shocking songs. Damon Fox, Ace Mark, Duffy Snowhill, Steve Frothingham, everyone else involved, including the Counting Sheep Orchestra and the Kung Pao Horns, and of course the amazing Dale. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about these three. I would really love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.